What's up guys, it's Sergey from Freediving, and today again we're going to talk about how to use CO2 tables for static training. If you haven't seen my previous video, you can find the link to it in the description below. On this video I was discussing what is the main idea of the CO2 tables, what is the main critique of it, and why you still, if you are a beginner or intermediate freediver, why it still for you can be useful to use this type of training. So today we're not going to go this way. Today what I want to discuss with you guys is how you can modify classical CO2 table if you've done it and you feel it's really easy. So again, what is a classical way to do CO2 static training? Let's say for example you have a maximum breath hold 2 minutes. What does it mean maximum? It means your last time when you try to do maximum was 2 minutes. Again, it's maybe not your real maximum, maybe you can do a little bit more, but if you've done 2, then your maximum is 2. So you take 50% from them, and then it is a 1 minute. And then all of your breath hold is going to be 1 minute only. What about recovery time? So your recovery time, your rest between your breath hold is going to be constantly decreasing. So for example, your first time is going to be 1 minute 45 seconds, then it's going to be 1:30, 1:50, 1 minute 45 and 30 seconds. Again, this is a classical CO2 table. You can find these tables in the internet. As far as I know, there is even applications like on your smartphone. You can use this application to make your CO2 table training or different tables training. Okay, let's say you've done it for the first time and it was incredibly easy, right? And probably it's gonna be. Why? Because one of the reasons that probably 2 minutes is not your actual maximum. Probably you stop Probably you stop on the 2 minutes because maybe your instructor tell you to stop, or you decide, okay, this is the time to come up. So high chances that it's not your actual maximum, and this is why CO2 table is going to be really, really easy. It's completely fine. So how you can make it harder? Obviously you can change the duration of your breath hold, or you can change the duration of your recovery time. Let's start with the breath hold. Let's say you've done this table and it was completely easy. Okay. The next what you can do, you can increase your breath hold time, let's say by 5 seconds. And now all of your breath holds is 1 minute 5 seconds. And it's probably still going to be really easy. So you've done this table and even on the last one you still feel really easy, no contractions at all. Then maybe you can try to do 1 minute 10 seconds. You don't need to jump. You don't need to do really big jumps between your progression. So let's say next time is a 1 minute 10 seconds. And let's say 1 minute 10 seconds was still really, really easy. So maybe the next step is to do 1 minute 15 seconds. So you've done 1 minute 15 seconds, and now suddenly it was not that easy. Maybe on the last one, or even maybe on the last two, you have 1 or 2 contractions. So, okay, you're on the right way. So how you can increase the difficulties now? Again, you can still do the same. You can just simply increase your breath hold time, or you can decrease your recovery time. For example, how you can do it? Let's say you can decrease your recovery time. Every recovery time you can decrease, you can make it 5 seconds less. Let's say you start with 1:40, the next one is going to be 1:25, then it's going to be 1:20, etc, etc. Then let's say it's going to be 55 seconds, 40 seconds, and let's say the last one is still 30 seconds. So again, this is a second idea how you can make your CO2 table slightly harder. You can decrease your recovery time. What next? You can increase the amount of your breath hold. So here, as you can see, it is a 6. You can do maybe 7 or even 8. So let's say maybe you can add 1 more, and now your recovery time, you can make it still 1 more time, 30 seconds. How you can increase further? You can make this one 30 seconds as well. Okay? So now probably all of these 3 gonna be not that easy. Again, you want to go a little bit further. Let's make these 30 seconds as well. And as you can see, you can make it harder and harder by having only 30 seconds breath hold, or only 30 seconds recovery time. Again, if you haven't seen my previous video, check it out. What I was saying there, that it doesn't have to be like always, like every time like the same way. You can experiment a lot how you do your CO2 tables, how you can do any tables in general. So again guys, this was a CO2 table, classical CO2 tables in the beginning, and then how you can change it.